Cast.
Well, it will be a little bit warmer compared to yesterday. Also, a bit more sunshine. We'll talk about that. Saturday forecast coming up in just a few minutes. First, though, let's check out the tropics. And you can see this area of disturbed weather out towards the Bahamas. And this has a decent chance of turning into something tropical over the next 48 hours as conditions become a little bit more favorable for that. Now, most of our computers at this point are taking this thing, bending it to the northwest and then over to the northeast as we go throughout the next few days. So by the middle of next week, we could see some rough surf here at our coast, especially for the mid-Atlantic. It's something we really need to track. It also looks like what would happen should this scenario pan out is that a front would come through and actually make the system dive even further out to sea. In fact, cold fronts can be a good thing as they can often knock these kind of storms away. So that is something we'll have to track as we go into next week. But at this point, no immediate threat to the mainland of the United States as we track that potential tropical storm or even potential hurricane. All right, as we take a look at live Pinpoint Doppler 12, you could see some green trying to show up, but no rain for us just yet. There could be a few sprinkles as we head throughout the late morning and early afternoon. What a spectacular looking sunrise it's been this morning. Some clouds helping out produce those pretty colors. From Newport Harbor, visibility in pretty good shape. Temperature is at 63 degrees under, we'll call it mostly cloudy skies, at least from that vantage point. In Smithfield, we're at 62 degrees right now. So a little bit cool out there. Not a bad idea to grab the long sleeves or the sweatshirt. We're 63 in Coventry and in Seekonk 62 with mostly cloudy skies. And you can see the rest of our temperatures hanging in the low 60s. 63 right now in Westerly and 61 in Gloucester. So we have this area of low pressure trying to sneak in here from the west. You can see some showers being produced over Pennsylvania, upstate New York. We also have high pressure protecting us from the east. And as these two kind of battle today, we'll pop off a few potential sprinkles primarily this morning. In fact, our Futurecast does a great job tracking those. You can see 8 o'clock in the morning through the early afternoon. A few sprinkles are possible, but most of the time is rain-free, and many of us never even see these raindrops this morning. By mid to late afternoon, partly cloudy skies, some peaks of sunshine, and actually rather pleasant out. And then as we head into Sunday, we'll be looking at mostly sunny skies. Do keep in mind there will be some breezes this afternoon, temperatures in the mid-70s with half and half between clouds and sun once we get into the afternoon. This morning it's more clouds than sun, so at the beach early clouds giving way to some partly cloudy skies by the afternoon, temperatures in the low 70s. We'll have those breezes coming out of the northeast, and what happens with that type of pattern is generally inland spots and coastal spots don't see huge temperature differences, and that's what we're looking for to happen today. Tonight, if you're heading out to Waterfire, upper 50s to low 60s, so yeah, the long sleeve shirt, not a bad thing to bring with you. I do think we'll start the event in the 60s, perhaps dipping into the low 60s by the time Waterfire is wrapping up. In fact, let's take a look at that Waterfire forecast in detail. Heading out tonight, no rain to worry about. Cool and dry, but comfortable. Again, those temperatures starting in the mid-60s. As we head into tomorrow, mostly sunny skies, highs in the upper 70s. And then a nice stretcher. Monday and Tuesday, we actually start to warm things up. So if you've been missing some of that humid, warmer weather, you do have that on the way towards the middle of next week. So that 85 on Tuesday could be a muggy 85, and then we'll have to watch things very carefully into the end of next week. At that point, a front moves through, and we'll be also watching what happens with a potential offshore tropical storm. So a lot to track as we go into next week.
A nice little burst of summer, though, for the next few days.
It does look like that's going to happen.
All right, Pete, thanks so much. Your time now is 6:22. More coverage you can count on coming up on Eyewitness News at